I didn't mean to sleep with him, but it was just like I woke up and he was there, you know. He was like already in there, like, and I just didn't say shit. Like,
wait, you woke up where?
I woke up at his dad's house. I woke up at his dad's house. I threw up and everything, like, and
Oh, y'all was drinking.
I'm slipping in my throw up while he's having. Like, I just thought that was weird. Yes, we was drinking. To me, I didn't look at it like that because I'm not gonna call that. Like, I didn't include that in the 3. I don't look at it like he did that.
Okay.
It wasn't willing, but to me, you know,
so
I was.
Think about the scenario. You in the bathroom throwing up, and he.
No, I'm on the couch. The puke was on the ground. I'm on the couch like that. I threw up on the ground, and I woke up and he was like, I woke up slipping off the couch, you know, and he was already, you know, but I never looked at it like that. I never cried that, called that on him. I just looked at it like, oh well, you know, I slept with his daddy, you know.
A relationship or?
Yes, I was married. I was married to him. I did eventually get it annulled because he admitted to abuse and had gone to jail. Like I said, he would put boards up on the doors and windows. I wouldn't be allowed to leave. I knew it got really bad when he just started me, and it started out with like a slight shove.
That's the second one?
That's the first one still.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the first one still, and it would just start out with like little stuff here and there, and it got progressively worse. The sorry, you know, it would be, I'm sorry, give you flowers. I won't do it again. And it would be, and then it would happen again. And then again, it just became a vicious cycle, and I was...
She just pissed me off to where, you know what, bitch?
Do your sisters know about this?
About that, no.
Oh.
I mean, one has a clue, but no, not really. They didn't know about, like, multiple times, you know. No. But I don't care. Because to me, it's the past. What I'm going to say? You know, there's nothing I could say to fix anything, you know.
Yeah.
My first rejection was in New York. New York people are just different from Toledo people. Toledo people, this is like, to me, like a drunk city. Like, it's easy to get sex in Toledo. You know, and I always, like, a lot of times resorted back to exes, but I never really looked at it like that. I didn't backpedal too much. It was just like, you know, I just kept meeting people.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Especially the ones that I didn't sleep with. The ones I knew I could, and it just, that shit turned me off to know.
That you could?
Yeah. I like the ones that somebody with a challenge, like somebody just not just meet in your face, come get, like, I don't like that shit. I don't like that.
Yeah. That was thing. It's hard for me to relate with a lot of that situation.
Probably, but like in the streets, you see this shit though, don't you?
No, I can see. I can more than see it, but I'm talking about relate from the woman side. You know, that's why we like to have these interviews so men can understand what's in the mind.
It's important to know, but a lot of women wouldn't open up like I'm opening up.
Yeah.
They won't. And they'll take that shit to the grave. Like, no, I can go to the grave knowing. And when I was in Columbus and I had took a HIV test, and I'm speaking to the lady and telling her my body.
It's an addiction. It's something that take me off my purpose path. It's something that's thrown on me to take me off my vision and my life that God gave me.
Yeah.
And the devil's good at that shit. Most temptation, most shit like that come in the form of a woman. Because as a man, we cannot be successful without a woman.
Body count. And she said, well, I'm not going to put 4,500. I'm going to put 100. And I just felt like, I told her, please put 4,500 for mine, because I would rather be known. And by the grace of God, it was negative.
Yeah.
You know, because it could have been positive. It scared the shit out of me, the rapid test, because you know how pregnancy tests show up, like, it looked a little positive.
Yeah.
I took 2 of those, and they both came out looking a little positive, and they had to send my blood to the lab, and it came back negative. And I was scared, but it was like, girl.
You don't use condoms a lot?
No. Back when I was doing, no, I didn't.
Yeah.
Some I did though, like some they did, you know.
But it wasn't a requirement.
No, not like with my neighbors and stuff.
Wait, it wasn't a requirement with your neighbors?
No.
So you didn't. So the neighbor thing, was that because they seen people coming in and out?
No, it was just people in the neighborhood. Like when I was out Chase, I lived out there 8 years, and like I counted like 5 or 6, you know. But the one that lived across the yard, like he told me, like, my niggas are gonna try to talk to you.
Yeah.
Like he knew that they would, and you know.
Okay, this is a question for a man.
Okay.
Or not. This is just a question.
Okay.
With that, the number.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think about when you land up under somebody you don't want to have intercourse with?
I don't think of that. I just think of it being done already. That's what I think of. It already being over with. That's what I think of. Because I don't have feelings for them. I've had feelings for about 10 or 12. And that ain't shit. Out of all of them, yes. I've had feelings for 10 or 12. Like, can't even count on my hands and toes how many people I actually cared about, you know, including my kids' dads.
Have you ever been, it been a time when you've been faithful to one person?
No. I've cheated on every guy that I've ever talked to. No. I've yet to experience that. No.
So, from that night when you was attacked, it never stopped?
Nope. Except for when I was celibate in Texas.
Have you seeked any help for it?
No. And that's why it's important to do this interview and to write down the bodies that I was sleeping with, because I want to have that for myself and, you know, whoever find it, whoever so happened to want to see it.
Yeah.
And the fucked up thing is I drank so much that I don't even remember a lot of them. Like, I keep seeing them.
Well, I think it will be, the people that watch this would like to see some sort of list. You know what I'm saying? No, I wouldn't.
Do you think that they would want to? I don't think that they would want to. I can't be like Superhead and publish this shit. Like, but I need that for me. Like, I need that for if my children want to see, they can see. But they pretty much know that, you know, I was outside a lot, you know. And I wish that I was not. I wish I would have been more of an active mother rather than being out doing the dude, you know.
Let me ask you, how many tests have you had in your life?
Tests like what?
HIV tests.
I would say not a lot, like 6.
Okay. So,
I didn't take a lot. It was a gamble.
yeah, that's what I was about
It
to
was
say.
a gamble.
So after you had sex with a couple people, like what would be the mindset on that?
It wasn't there.
Yeah.
It wasn't. To me, it wasn't there. It was just like, I should have thought about that. But I was immature. I was just young and dumb and didn't do it. Like, I didn't. And that was an important part of me being in Columbus, because they like checked for everything, and it was just like, and it's like by the time they did, it was like I don't even know what came from what. Give me my antibiotics, got it out the way, and on to the next one. That's just how I looked at it.
Yeah.
But as far as that, like, it should have been done more. It should have been discussed more, but men don't discuss that. They'll fuck you raw and then say, oh, you ain't got nothing, do you? Like, why would you ask me that after? To me. Like, why
is it, see, this is the problem I'm having with this, is that most of the responsibility is left to the man.
Not even most. It takes 2.
No, but I'm saying you are telling me that you are leaving it up to him.
Yeah, but some of them knew my body count and didn't care. Like, some of them knew I just had sex and still wanted to come over right after.
Yeah.
Like, I've had a lot of occurrences of that, and that's what made me believe, like, they like to go after niggas. Like, they like to go behind men. Why?
What's the oddest sexual experience you've ever had?
The oddest one, probably the ones downtown. The ones who will take you inside their job and have sex with you in their job in a federal building.
You talking about people that work downtown?
Yes. I was going down there and meeting them and having sex with them. Downtown.
You said something about the mayor's office or something, didn't you?
No, it was the FBI building.
Oh.
When it was on Summit, and then the federal courthouse that's right next to the county. I think they building a new federal courthouse, but like there.
It was like one of the officers or somebody.
It was a security officer.
Oh, okay.
I don't know how he did that.
What's the weirdest place you ever had intercourse?
The weirdest place. See, this is one of them brain. I don't know. I would say up against the church outside. But that's just the weirdest to me, because I live next door to a church.
And did you use that church?
Not inside, outside.
No, did you use the outside of it multiple times?
No, it was just a one-time thing.
Oh.
It was just a one-time thing, yeah.
Well, how many times was you high?
High or drunk? Because I'm used to being drunk.
Oh, yeah.
I've always been drunk. Like, even when I was high, I was drunk. I always drank alcohol. I would never just go to one drug and do the drug. My drug of choice was alcohol.
Yeah.
And I don't know why I can't do it to nobody sober. I don't like it.
You have, though.
I have, like, with my husband, and I have, like, but see, problems would occur. Like, I don't know why. Maybe that's related to that, but I don't know. We would argue, or I don't know. I'd rather be carefree and just do it.
Yeah. So you never really seek to go back for seconds.
They did. No, I never really did. I could care less. Except if I cared about them, you know. Then that would be different. But some of them was hoes too. So
The man.
yeah. So you do what you do over there and I'm gonna do what I do. And, you know, they would see each other. They would sometimes see each other. Popping up. Don't pop up, you know.
It's gonna be a problem.
Yeah, and you know, but I never gave a fuck. And I feel like some of the dudes respected that I did not give a fuck. You know, I think that they respected that more than me acting like I'm caring. Like, we was homies. Like, we was cool a lot.
So it was just, you was like the jump off.
I was. But I was always like by myself. So it wasn't really, I mean, when I was with my girls, when we was young, like, we was all getting it, you know. And they was getting it with like, they would mess with the same dude, and it happened with me, but like, it happened with me first. So I never looked at it like, oh, well, she's messing with somebody that I never looked at it like that. But
And see, when I first came back, I was still angry as fuck. I had to be back in this cold ass hell that I escaped the first time. I love my city, I just don't love the people in it. That makes sense.
And that's from trauma and situation.
Yeah. But it's like, I know so many people here, and Facebook and social media ain't it, bro. Like, they still the same people when I left.
Yeah.
So it's like, now
the social media present them as different.
yeah. And see, I like, literally, if you see me at work, I'm the same as I am outside of work.
Yeah.
The energy don't change. The frequency is still the same. But these people really have facades, mystiques that they play, roles that they play. They're actors and actresses.
Hold on.
it was me first, so I didn't care after that. Like, I don't care what he does. I don't even like him. But, you know, that was him pursuing me. And, you know, I never expected that to be a part of drinking, you know, but it became a big part of it, you know. That's why, like, yeah, like, when I quit, I have to quit alcohol, cigarettes, and sex, or I'm not okay. Because if I'm gonna drink, I'm gonna smoke cigarettes. I was vaping for a while, and Lord, that fucked me up bad. Like,
Is that when you were celibate?
no.
Oh.
I was still fucking around. But I was working. Like, when I work, I like to work my ass off because I don't have to worry about that. That's why I go hard when I'm working. But, like, now that I can't find a job, that's why I'm, like, praying to this second interview. Like, please let me get it so I can work, so I can stay out of trouble. You know, find me a hobby, because I find myself slipping back to that, and I'm like, how can I do that? And I'm 44 years old. Like,
What, the sex?
yeah, like, when do that stop? Like, you know, I'm checking myself, and I'm like, you know what? This has got to be. This is where I have to start healing. You know, because when I get my son back, there's not going to be none of that. You know. My son already said whoever's going to be around me is going to get the stank face, you know, so he's not going to go for that. And I just feel like, to me, it occupied a lot of time that I shouldn't have even, you know, spent on them. It was like, to me, of all them, majority of them was wasted energy.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, like, what's the biggest thing you regret?
The biggest thing I regret was, like, messing with coworkers. That's the biggest regret, you know, because it wasn't just one. It was always more than one coworker at a job. So how does that look, you know? It was going to cause a little something, because, you know.
Y'all seeing each other, and it's a mess. You know?
Yeah. I mean,
Wait, what one person was your biggest regret? You ain't got to say, do you got one person? Well, I want to know now.
his name is Bobby. Not that one, but another Bobby. Like, he's my biggest, hugest regret. You know, he put me through the most bullshit
Yeah.
in my life.
And that was, you was in a relationship with him?
I wouldn't even call it that because he was a whore. He was a whore when I wasn't. Like, I was trying to be good to him, but he just would not stop. Like, I remember having to call the police on him because he wanted to come. He wanted to bring his fat girl to drop him off to see me, to have sex with me while she waited outside to pick him up after he had sex with me. Like, who does that? So being that I told him no, he parked where he knew that I would see him, and he had sex with her in the back seat, like on some fuck you type shit. So while they're fucking in the back seat, I called the police to come and get them. Like, they're fucking in my apartment complex. Can you come and get that and take care of that? Like, that right there was just like, haha, motherfucker. You thought that you had a one up because you fucking the fat bitch. But I just felt like he did stupid shit because he would have me take him to his girl's house in the Moody Manor, like, and that's his chick. Like, that shit made me feel dumb as fuck.
Yeah.
So of course I did the same to him.
Did you tell a lot of these men, like, where you stood, like
They
'cause,
knew.
like, I want to know the conversation where y'all go into it. Like, I'm gonna bring a couple of my friends.
They would ask first. They would
But-
ask, would I be willing?
Yeah, I'm saying, like, what
It was
would
always-
give them
There was always respect there, you know. And then there was like a guy at the time I felt like was out of my league, like was too good for me, you know what I mean? So he always wanted to do threesomes, and he would want to do them with men and girls. So,
Was he with the man?
no. But still, I just feel like a man seeing your meat is kind of like, that's kind of weird. But I preferred to be with two men rather than a man and a woman.
Have you had them?
I never had a one-on-one woman. Never in my
No,
life.
that's like a threesome with two women.
No.
Or another woman and a man.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. And I hate it. I didn't like it.
How did you feel about the 8-man?
I didn't care. Because it was men.
Did you like it?
No. No.
And what was the reason for not liking it?
Because it was supposed to be a friend or two. Not a room full of niggas at my house.
So, this is another question. How many is the most men you've been with and liked it?
One.
Okay.
One. I don't like that multiple shit because it's confusing. You don't know what somebody else wants or likes, and somebody else might be more aggressive, or they might want to. I don't even like my ass slapped. Like, I don't like that shit. I don't like slapped, period. And then when they do this shit, that shit bothers me. That automatically will make me just, nope, I gotta do somebody else because you can't be the last person I fuck with. Because you put your hands on me. Like, I don't like that. A lot of that comes from that. Like, or just like somebody who I see that's my type or that I'm attracted to. It just happens like that, you know?
Yeah.
But I just feel like, and you know what? When I was down at this show, I was scared to ask other women who I know are prostitutes, like, what their body count is. But I want to know. I want to ask some of them, but I know that's personal. But I don't mind being open about it because I know that my kids are not like that. Thank God. And I don't know where that comes from. And they've never threw it in my face. They've never called me anything bad. And that like is everything to me.
What's the longest dream that you prostituted? Like consecutive?
It was never consecutive.
Yeah.
Nothing's ever consistent.
When we talk, it seemed like you prostituted, but it was just sprinkled in. Like so how many of them body counts is prostitution?
I would say about 8 or 9 or 10. Like not a lot. Like I didn't,
Okay.
and it was always just a spontaneous thing, you know.
Yeah.
If somebody said, "Hey, you want some money?" then I'll take it, you know. But if I don't need it, I'm not gonna do it.
But you would have did it for free.
Yeah. Yeah. I would have. And I did. Like afterward, I would. But a lot of times, no.
Alright, so you said another thing so who were people that used to call you unattractive? When did you get that?
A lot of times it was when we were younger. Like I lived across the street from a park, so dudes would come to the park and like they wanted to talk to my sister and cousin, and I'd be the one, you know. And I didn't care at the time because I wasn't on dudes like that then. Like I didn't even dress girly or, you know, no, I did not put effort into trying to even look pretty for them because why?
Yeah.
I was just being me, you know. But to be called that, like, you don't even know me. Like, for you to say that, like, how do y'all even feel that way?
Was this a thing towards your sisters?
No, it was like a thing towards me.
No, I'm talking about the number of bodies, because your sisters was considered the pretty ones.
No. No, because I mean, both my sisters are pretty, but it's like, I have to, like, to me, I have to down myself up to get the attention. And then once I down myself up, I don't want that attention. I don't like that attention.
But you getting the sex.
I can get the sex without that.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, yeah.
Yeah, but it was like I never doubted myself. Just even when I was with this man, he's like, I'm not about to be getting you all pretty so somebody else could f you. And it was just like I looked at him like, that ain't even why that's why I don't even like to be dressed like that, because I had to deal with a lot of jealousy, and my mom had to deal with a lot of jealousy. So that's my thing there. Like, don't do that. Once you act jealous, then I'm gonna start fucking around.
Did you find yourself in abusive relationships like your mom?
A lot. And even now, like, why do I keep bumping into these people? Like, is it because the times have changed and they just respect women less, or what? Are they looking for a fight? Because I don't fight.
Generational curse?
It is. But they got me up because I'm not finna be the bitch that you, because I'll make them miss me. That's what I do. I ghost them. I'll ghost them. I'll come back, but I'll ghost them. Like, don't do that to me. Like, and I hated that back then when my mom was getting up. Like I said, I'd never with nobody like him, and I didn't for a while, but then and then I started to. Like, even my past, I would say 6 men, like, they've all hit me. And I'm like, what are they doing? Like, my son had to come in and throw a man out. Like, that was a hurtful wake-up call that he had to come in and do that, you know? Because he would tell me no about having sex, but if I told him no, he would, no, you don't tell me no. But if I wanted to see him, he would tell me no. What part of the game is that? Like, no. Like, so when I told him no, one night, and I really meant no. Like, my son had to come, and he came to the house twice.
He came back.
He had to come back all the way from Bush Street, all the way out Chase, to throw that man out, because that man was going to do something to me, and I did not want that to happen. I got on Facebook Live, and somebody told my son that this dude is about to do something to her, and I was not going to let that happen without people knowing. You know, I'm tired. I don't want to be out there anymore. It's happened too many times to me. It happened 3 times, you know, out of the 45, like, it happened 3. And when you have a lot of bodies like that, you can expect that, you know, for anybody who wants to have that life and be in that life, like, expect at least 3. Expect at least 1 if you're going to put yourself out like that, you know.
But honestly, I see you could have been in more situations like that, but you didn't.
I ran.
No, you didn't resort to just giving it if they show aggression.
Some of them I just did.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, you kind of felt like it was in a take situation, so you gave.
Yeah. But I never thought of my dad's aggression or anything. I never factored that in there.
Yeah.
I just looked at it like, you know, that's how this nigga acts. He don't even know my dad, you know, and I don't even know. I guess that's what you get when you out in the streets, and don't expect no gentleman to be out in the streets, you know. There's a couple that are, but most are not. Like, ask me more. I'm hyped now.
You lose, you didn't loosen up.
Damn, because I just feel like this is it. I wanted to do this because this is like the beginning of my healing. You know, I know which way to go.
Yeah, well, I see that a lot of well, let me ask you, because you say you feel good that your daughters ain't went this route. So,
and they could,
yeah,
you know.
Do you consider, like, some of them strikes that you take for them too?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, all of them. You know, and some of them they've been in not good relationships, you know, and I don't know if that is hereditary, but I've been in a lot worse than they've been in, I feel like.
Yeah.
You know, they're still doing scenarios that I've done, you know, scratching people's faces up, calling the police. But see, when I was fighting with the men that I was fighting with, and it got brutal like that, we didn't call police.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're not doing that.
You're from a different time, though.
I know. But I just feel like, why are you with him?
Yeah.
If he could even hit your face, like, when my baby, like, she FaceTimed me and she had her sunglasses on, but I could see her black eye. Like, she was covering that up, and I'm like, why are you with him? She doesn't have to be. But I come from women who don't want to be lonely, you know. And I went through that, but now I got so used to being lonely, like, I don't mind someone not there for the long haul, you know.
Yeah.
Because I had that. When I was married 4.5 years, he was home every night. He did not cheat. He did not, you know, and if he cheated, he was still home every night, you know. So it was like I lived through seeing that, and I thought that that was good enough, you know.
Yeah, it's rough. Tell me a little bit about your mom. You know, You said she didn't drink?
She did, but not much. Like, she did everything moderately. Like, my dad was the wild one, you know. But they both came from broken homes. My mom dealt with trauma from when she was young. You know, she was, and I think that's what made her like the bad boys. You know, I think that she wanted to rebel because that happened to her. Like, that will bring a beast out of you. It will bring somebody, it will bring something, it will bring that out of you to want to rebel. Yes. Yes. But more so like making a statement, you know. I think that my mom wanted to make a statement.
Won't be the last one.
No, she wanted to make a statement like, I'm gonna talk, because my mom's Mexican. She wanted to make a statement like, I'm gonna talk to a black man. You know, like, I felt like she wanted to just rebel.
Is you the only mixed one in your family?
No, I have, Lord Jesus, my daddy is a whore. Like, he's got a lot of kids.
About from your mother's side.
No, she's got one son and 3 daughters.
Okay.
All our dads are black. She's had 3 dads. And that's, like, to me, one of the generational curses that I hope my daughters break, because I have 7 children and 5 dads. My sister has, we all have different baby daddies, you know. So it's like, I don't know if that's a new age thing, but like, I would like them to just have one. My son has 2 daughters by one mother. Like, thank you. You know, my kids are just breaking. They're breaking generational curses, because I've gone to jail at least 15 times, and my 7 children, ages 26, 23, 22, 20, 19, 14, and 12. They've never been in jail, not even juvenile jail. They trying to put Simba in juvenile jail, but, you know, he was fighting police off him, you know. So he's got 4 felony counts right now, but I feel like they're going to be dropped.
Yeah.
But that's the closest that, you know, that shocks the shit out of me. My daughter graduated high school. I did not. That, and my other daughter, both the daughters graduated high school, and Devin, he graduated also. And I'm just so proud of them for doing it. That's I'm gonna say it. Generational curses being broken, you know.
Don't sound like music to me. It sounds like murder.
It's a studio.
Focus, a little cocaine, and I'm in there.
If you took away all the alcohol, you would never have sex again.
I wouldn't have had 99% of the sex I had if I didn't drink alcohol. And when I started drinking it, I never felt that way. It wasn't until I was to where I started doing that. And I didn't give a fuck who it was, you know, most of the time. I had some standards, but majority of the times it was like, I didn't care, you know. Just messing with one of my older sister's kids' dad, but not taking up for nothing. But he came on to me, you know, and at the time I didn't, you know, how do you tell your sister that you just met? Like, look what he did. Like, I didn't know what was going to happen. I was always worried about other people's feelings.
Yeah.
Rather than just being real.
The man's feelings.
Not
Like,
just the man, but it was hers. I didn't want to hurt her feelings. But I
you-
ended up hurting her more at the end by messing with him.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you hurt her feelings when you mess with him, but like you couldn't tell her that he was coming on to you.
No, not at the time.
Yeah.
I was at her house. I didn't know what to do. And I was young and stupid. And I didn't even like him, you know? And then, like, with the other sisters, they just pissed me off. And I slept with people they've slept with because they pissed me off. Like, that's how I look at it. Like, you bitches, like, that is how I would sleep with some of them, you know. If a bitch pissed me off, or if a neighbor pissed me off, I would sleep with her baby's dad, like, because she pissed me off. Like, bitch, put a diaper on the hood of my car, like, that was stupid. I messed with her baby daddy, you know, type shit.
Yeah. Was before or after the diaper?
After, like, that was the reason I did it. Like,
Yeah.
what the fuck would she do that for?
So would you approach him like your baby mama put a diaper on my car?
No, I never told him why. I just act like
yeah.
I gave a fuck about him.
Oh,
You know, and I didn't, and I don't. He was just like, you know what,
Yeah.
Because I'm not a fighter, but I fuck with just somebody just because she pissed me off. I don't have that anymore. I wouldn't do that
I was
anymore.
about to say some funny shit.
Do you remember it?
Yeah, you got a fighter, but a fucker.
I am. Don't piss me off. Like, ugh. And I didn't even, ew, the ones that I did, like, ugh, gross. Like, that's her type, not my type, you know?
Yeah.
But she just pissed me off to where, you know what, bitch?
Do your sisters know about this?
Well, that, no.
Oh.
I mean, one has a clue. But no, not really. They didn't know about, like, multiple times, you know? No. But I don't care. Because to me, it's the past. What I'm going to say? You know, there's nothing I could say to fix anything, you know?
Yeah, healing from the...
Yeah. And, like, half my sisters I don't even talk to. I don't get along with them. They don't like me.
Okay. Remember I said when somebody asks you a question, something pop in your head. No, I asked you that
So
question.
the first thing that pops up.
Yeah, like when I say like regret, you know, you said Bobby.
Yeah. But one out of all them, like, I really don't. You know, if it was up to me, it wouldn't be that many, but I don't regret them.
I think one of them would be what do you say? Take that off and threw his meat out.
Yeah, but no. He wasn't a regret. He could have been open and honest, like, bro.
It's just the situations you was put in that made that regrettable.
Yeah, like two of them, kids' mom was in the hospital. Why you not at the hospital? You with me, like, but you telling me when we're together, like, when we're in the act, like, did that sick shit, like, make him feel good?
He told you while y'all was having sex.
While we were having, two of them, two different separate occasions, two of them told me that their baby mama is in the hospital and just had their baby.
Man, why is these men so open? Oh, 'cause you open.
I can be open with them, they could be open with me, you know, and they always had that avenue open with me. You know, I think that's why that maybe they add me because they know that I'm open.
You know, some women gonna be going through your friend list. Like,
I don't give a fuck. They already are. They already are. They already are. But you know what? I became cool with 2 or 3 of them. You know,
Yeah.
just because, you know, they know I don't give a fuck about they nigga not like they do. You know, I don't like them, but they just, and we talk woman to woman like about him, you know, about just me and her, you know. I don't feel no hate or nothing from her.
Do you feel that you have some narcissistic
Had.
had?
I had it.
Wait, you said it like it was a code.
Because I had it like I used to be.
You used to be narcissistic.
Bad as fuck.
Narcissistic.
Narcissistic, yes. I was a narcissist.
I don't think you can just lose that though.
Don't think I still have it.
Hmm.
Why? Because I say I don't give a fuck.
No, because one of the traits of narcissists is being not having feelings towards others or empathy.
My sister got that too. But yeah, we get that shit from our dad. Like, my mom is not like that. My mom is the empath. My mom is not like that. I get that from my dad.
Yeah.
And my sister gets it from her dad, and she won't own it. I'll own my shit. She will not own that shit.
Yeah.
You know, because we got 2 different dads, and it's like, both our dads are the same, but I can't tell her that. She's like, nah. My dad is her dad. You know what I mean? My dad always favored.
You ain't never messed with none of your sister's dads, have you?
No.
Oh, well, I had to ask.
OMG.
I had to ask.
Ew.
Have you ever messed with any of your... No, they would be too old. Mother's boyfriends? Or exes?
No.
Okay.
Like, my mom, this one, like, he was trying to talk to my mom, but my mama was not. She didn't like him.
Yeah. Well, she don't like black people, right?
No, my mom does.
Oh, okay.
But
yeah.
she said she didn't like him.
Yeah.
You know, and I didn't mean to sleep with him, but it was just like, I woke up and he was there, you know. He was like already in there, like, and I just didn't say shit. Like,
Wait, you woke up where?
I woke up at his dad's house. I woke up at his dad's house. I threw up and everything, like, and
Oh, y'all was drinking?
I'm slipping in my throw up while he's having. Like, I just thought that was weird. Yes, we was drinking. To me, I didn't look at it like that because I'm not gonna call that. Like, I didn't include that in the 3. I don't look at it like he did that.
Okay.
It wasn't willing, but to me, you know,
So
I was.
think about the scenario. You in the bathroom throwing up, and he.
No, I'm on the couch. The puke was on the ground. I'm on the couch like that. I threw up on the ground. And I woke up and he was like, I woke up slipping off the couch, you know, and he was already, you know, but I never looked at it like that. I never cried that, called that on him. I just looked at it like, oh well, you know, I slept with his daddy, you know. Me and him didn't really get along because he was with this 15-year-old when he went to prison.
Yeah.
And he married her when he got out. Like, they're still married and shit. And it's fucked up because my son still has his last name, and like, that's not his dad. You know what I mean? So this shit that I've done, you know, dragged on to especially my oldest, you know, because he's got, I had to take 5 DNA tests with him. Like, you know, like that comes with part of, you know, that's when I was really wild, was when I was getting pregnant with him. Like, I went through a crazy phase.
Yeah.
And I didn't even know that, like, it was hormones, like pregnancy hormones, because I had OD on pills. And when I was at St. V's and they pumped my stomach, they told me that I was pregnant. Like, so, you know, I thought that he would end up worse than what he did because I had overdosed with him.
Yeah.
But he didn't, you know. So the shit that I was doing, you know, it carries the most on him, you know. And he still treats me like he loved his mama, you know. And I'm grateful for that, you know.
Yeah.
I don't want him to have his last name, but he didn't got it tatted on him. Like, he just, like, you know. And he lives with his real dad now, but he doesn't have the Dunstan name, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the dad that you woke up in.
No, the Wilson one. My son's last name is Wilson.
Yeah.
That's the dad that I woke up and the nigga was inside me like, what the fuck was you doing while I was passed out drunk and throw up? Like, I just thought I got really drunk, you know.
Was he
Remember
with you when y'all was getting drunk?
Who?
The dad.
When I went to his house?
Yeah. Oh, so you went to the dad's house?
Yeah.
Was the son there?
He was in prison.
Okay, so you went there when you was drunk.
Yeah, I had him pick me up because I was fucked up at the J&K bar. Because I knew he had more alcohol at his house. I always wanted to get more drunk. I always do. Like, that's how I be ending up in the after hours and stuff.
Yeah.
I always want to be more than what I was, you know. And I called me, he came and got me, drank, played a lot of music, you know. And I don't even remember passing out on the couch. I remember throwing up. But then it was like I passed out and then I woke up and that's when he was inside me and I was just like, I was really tripping. Like, I'm in the throw up. Like, I have to get up. Yuck. You know?
Did you mess with him again?
No. No. 'Cause that's not something I would do sober. I wouldn't even do that fucked up. Like,
I don't think you did it. That's the thing. Honestly, I don't think you did it. You know.
You don't think I did what? Had sex with him?
Nothing. I don't think you did nothing. Because you said
I didn't. I told you I woke up and he was inside of me.
Yes, I don't think you really did nothing.
No, like, even... Sorry, I'm on camera. But I had a tampon in me, you know? And it was still there. It was like... I would have took the motherfucker out first if I knew that I was going to have sex with somebody. But I didn't go there for sex. I thought that I could just chill, spend the night, go to... You know, I never thought that he would do that.